Hey, good evening, everyone. It's CJ. Hopefully, everyone had a fantastic Monday. And today is October the 3rd. Can't believe it's already October already. But just wanted to jump in and do a quick live stream today for a few different announcements and sharing some information. First and foremost, by now, you probably have heard that the Gadfly multi-channel network that we launched coming up, I believe, on 5 years, will be coming to an end. With that being said, when we launched the Gadfly, it was our efforts to bring different people together on a platform, share information. While we did have some limited success, it was time. We deemed it time to really fork, if you will, our efforts there. I really want to thank the subscribers. Some of you have been there for day one, supporting the Gadfly, the multi-channel network. So I really tremendously appreciate that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really thank you for supporting our work there. I also want to thank not only our current, but our previous commentators on the platform. So I want to thank Paul, Ken. Also, one time we had V the Gorilla, as well as Ken Shorgan Jr., Jim Willie, and John, who was it? Rory Hall as well. So it's been amazing, that journey that we were on, and going through and looking back through all the content that we did, the amount of media that was there. So again, just want to thank everyone for supporting that effort. Also want to there was another previous live stream that kind of laid out what the transition was going to look like for the Gadfly. I want to wish Paul and Ken the best of luck with the Series Report 2.0. Sounds very interesting, and want to wish them the best of luck on that venture and their efforts there. In regards to my work and what I do in helping to produce some of the content that I did, whether it's here on the Gadfly or on Rogue News, most of those things on Rogue News will remain the same. Nothing's really going to change there. I launched my own platform, if you will, YouTube, Twitter, all that kind of good stuff, in effort to kind of like look at content and media just a little bit differently. And I called it OMC, like open mic and cast, for a reason. Was primarily because really looking to create different types of content, and the content would be based upon solutions based. Really, it's one of those things that, like, there's 100 different platforms, 100 different commentators are out there that are just looking in terms of the cycle, the news cycle, and kind of analyzing it and providing information. But I really want to do something is to create solutions-based content media to really help people navigate through this transition that we're all going through together. And so for that reason is why I did the open mic cast. So it's going to be expanded as we head into the next few months, looking at adding not only just different type of media that's going to be based there, but also just solutions based, whether it's going to be sharing webinars on sustainability, economic developments, and things that are going to basically to run parallel, that are going to need to be to disrupt the current status quo of what's happening. I think it's imperative that people get information on how to navigate through this. Some of it's going to be speculation. Some of it will be conspiracy. I know some people don't like to use that word conspiracy. It was obviously, we know it's a construct and design from the intelligence services, and they're the ones who branded that theory regarding conspiracy. But I think it's important that we look at those things, because as we know, most conspiracies end up being true. We learned that from several aspects. So I think it's important that we look at those things and what we're doing. So Rogue News, again, most of the Rogue News it seems like it's daily, more like daily programming. I think once or twice a week it allows for different formats, but it's primarily daily program, great contributors, great discussion, but just kind of changing that out and running something just a little bit separately as it relates to, again, not only webinars, also, people interviews that are going to be coming on and talking about solutions based things to help us navigate through the economic reset that's taking place in real time. So those are some of the few things that we're going to be lining up in regards to what those changes are going to be. There's no platform in particular of what that's going to be, except for primarily like right now on YouTube, leveraging Twitter. It's going to be in full audio video. I think there's something to be said in terms of people that are paying for services to offer full audio video. I think it also adds a little bit of credibility to the commentator when people are doing video. It's not the most important thing, but I think, again, if you're paying for services, it should be in full audio video so people get a firsthand understanding. And I think it speaks to the confidence level of the commentator, of the comfort level of being able to do that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be launching, and again, starting in November, two shows per day, one in the early morning, and then also a recap of the evening, kind of breaking things down, because the news cycle, the frequency of information that's coming at us is coming at us so quickly. And there's times that it needs to be, first thing in the morning. And again, what happens in the evening as well. It's just imperative right now, because there's tons of resources, going to be filtering out some of those sources and bringing to you kind of the best of the day, looking at different videos, putting the links in there so that you can watch it yourself. Again, because no one is certain upon what's going to be happening here the next few months, but we do know the frequency is increasing, and it's moving pretty fast. So again, not sure what that platform is going to look like, what's going to land on, but primarily to not only thank the Gadfly subscribers, but also thank the many of you who tune into a daily basis and listen to us on a multitude of different platforms. So I just want to jump through that real quick in terms of what that content looks like. Again, as you may have heard, and what's been shared in a previous discussion, is that the Gadfly is coming to an end. So that will be ending at the end of this month. Again, want to thank our subscribers for the years of support there. It was a lot of fun. Put our best foot forward to do that. But that's going to be shifting. And you also should be getting an email separately in regards to your subscription, how that's going to work, and the transition that's going to take place. In terms of me individually, again, my work will remain the same, as far as Rogue News and Be the Gorilla. We have pretty much a good format of how we're running it on pretty much scheduled shows, and the community, the people that are posting there, especially on the Discord channel. It's amazing, the engagement there. I truly love it. So again, that will remain the same. And then as far as myself individually, as far as what my plans are for my own platforms, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, those types of things, really looking at, again, just pivoting more towards solutions-based content, really trying to, jump in and dive into solutions-based media that's going to be, broken down, looking at everything from health solutions, natural health solutions, also looking at finance and economics, touch base on sustainability, because I think it's going to be something you hear me say quite often on our podcast, is that, drilling down to the community-based area and the communities that you live in and finding solutions. We're going to have to run. I'm not sure if, whether I want to leverage and utilize the Freedom Cell network that I think has some, great momentum going into it. Some of you may be familiar with Freedom Cells. Some of you may be completely foreign as to what that specifically is. But I think it's going to be important to bring that in your community and look for different people finding different solutions that can help with different things. Maybe it's connections with a parallel marketplace that are running counter to the big box or the retail, a local farmer, someone who has, like a farmer's market, for example, where you can get fresh produce. We may go into a period where we're kind of bartering for things and trading for either services, and that's how it's going to work. No one is certain at this point, but what we do know is that things systematically are changing, and things are breaking, rather quickly. And so I think it's a perfect time to be offering solutions to people or our listeners of what they can do in there, and bring some ideas to what they should be doing within their community. It's not going to be perfect by no means, but again, just some ideas. I think you really have to pinpoint and isolate, everything from knowing who your neighbors are, establishing friendships with them. What do they do? What are their ideas? What can they help with? It's just going to be important for you to surround yourself within your communities as we navigate through this reset, I guess we can call it, that's happening. We've been documenting this reset now for at least the last 8 years. It's been a fun ride, but it's here, and it's happening in real time, and it's very surreal to be documenting this that we do with the work with either Rogue or the Gadfly. So again, someone said, "Say Frosty, CJ hit this." My hair's not blue. I promise I did not dye my hair blue, Bellis. Nice try though. Nice try. I think it's a reflection upon one of the screens or something, but that is funny. But again, just getting back to it to close out this stream, I wanted to be brief. I want to thank our Gadfly subscribers for the years of support and everything that you've done. I truly appreciate it. I also want to thank the contributors who have participated in the Gadfly network, previous and current, Paul, Ken Shorkin Jr., V, Gorilla, Jim Willie, that I still stay in touch with every now and then, not as much as I should, but I need to contact with them. And then also Rory Hall. It was a fun ride. But it's time that we following some of the blockchain and the crypto, it's time we fork, venture out into new areas. Want to wish Paul and Ken the best of luck with their platform. But I just felt important to share with our listeners what my efforts were going to be moving forward. With that being said, I want to thank you once again, and also our Rogue fans. Thank you so much for all the love, the support. Truly appreciate it, and also in our Discord channel. So this is CJ signing out. Everyone have a fantastic evening. We will be live tomorrow. Is Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We should be running a show. And until then, everyone enjoy your evening and stay safe. Take care. God bless.